Так, 19:55, 14 июля, Mass Effect 2, за девушку Шепард, четвертая сложность. Девушка Шепард у нас инжа. Вроде все сказал, все сказал. Всем привет для записи. Захват игры надо сделать конкретно Mass Effect. И рамку для вебки поменять на... Вот, она более подходит для этой части. Я свет уже включал. А не иди на место. Иди. А. Нет, мама, она заходит как... Такс. Уже второй Mass Effect был очень такой приятный по графике. Посмотрите. Вас приветствует система активации сети Цербера. Подключаясь к сети Цербера, вы получаете доступ к предлагаемому дополнительному загруженному контенту, расширенному возможно для игры в режиме онлайн. На вход вы должны авторизоваться или создать бесплатную новую запись и онлайн. Также вас потребуется ввести код сети Цербера, который прилагается к каждой копии игры Mass Effect 2. Если кода у вас нет, вы можете приобрести его в магазине. Это очень интересно, потому что... Сейчас. А можно альтабаться не так упорото? Я сегодня только пароль менял на этой штуке. Надеюсь, она совпадает с Ориджином и онлайн. Так. Вернемся. С дополнительные достижения. Загрузить игру. Ёлы ты палы, старые сохранения. Новая игра. Перенос персонажа Ми-1. Не найдете сохраненная игра Mass Effect 1. Пожалуйста, запустить программу настройки, чтобы скопировать сохранение игры в нужную папку. Окей. Выйти из игры. Сейчас я это сделаю. Я только что был в этой папке. Я молодец. Там была самая главная такая опция. Я думал, на подхвате, а эта опция, ну, просто на запасную. Сейчас это быстро. Я знаю, как это делается. Только надо еще знать, где пленка. Что? Извините. Mia Games, Mirror Research. Пардон, а где Погодите. Масс Эффект. BioWare. Куда я смотрю? Вот. Эффект, сейвы. Save settings. Save report. Можно игру теперь запустить из этого лаунчера, нет? Ну вот. А теперь можно не глючить. Знаете, я похоже ее нафиг сейчас закрою. Ой, она ужасно глючит в borderless режиме, поэтому, ну, Что теперь поделать? Буду ее того немного сворачивать, когда нужно. Но это просто реально обида. На тиране у меня пока нету настроения, так скажем, поэтому... Блин, конечно, отрисовка отвратительная. В втором Mass Effect вот эти линии. Джен Шепард, 45, прикиньте. Она 45-го, я за нее особо нигде не летал. Притом на этой сложности Джона я... Жесть какая. Я гораздо больше прошел Джоном, чем Джен, и... Это что-то, знаете, бред. Сложность боя обычная, ветеран, эксперт, безумие. Мы будем на эксперте. Этот уровень сложности предназначен для игроков, уже завершивших Mass Effect 2 уже 3 раза. И ищущих более острых ощущений. Все враги реагируют быстрее, получают намного более мощное и смертоносное оружие, а также агрессивно пользуются своими умениями. Нет, Питер, да. Уровень использования силы отрядом. Да. Автосохранение, да. Джен Шепард, ранг 45. Инженер специализации, герой. Стэн Рекс выжил, Эшли Уильямс погибла на Вермайере. Совет был спасен капитаном во время нападения на Цитадель. Как-то мало информации. Electronic Arts представляет. Игра студия BioWare. Ну-ка. Что-то у меня... Слушайте, у меня... Я заметил только сейчас, я извиняюсь. Так, вот так должно захватываться.
Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy.
Тут ничего
And still it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending her to fight Geth.
Ну, стиль второго Mass Effect
We both know they're not the real
классный.
threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Это, видимо, из-за того, что я альтабился.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
После разрушительной атаки гетов на Цитадель прошел месяц. Галактическое сообщество стремительно восстанавливается. Альянс пожертвовал своим флотом ради спасения Совета и получил место в этой престижной организации. Совет вынужден был отреагировать на подтверждение того, что жнецы гигантской машины, уничтожили все органические цивилизации 50 тысяч лет, вернулись. Для тех, кто знает правду, там ничего важного. Я забыл, что здесь в начале сцена еще.
Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
Сейчас будет еще страшнее.
4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers, but Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Сейчас
Cruiser
кое-кого
is changing
подпалят.
course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons
Вторую
online.
я
Somebody get
буду
that fire out.
проходить полностью. Это первый так ужасно. Блин, мне больше всего нравилось, как сюда бежала Лиара.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
Потому что у него очень
The Alliance won't abandon us.
замечательная
We just need to hold
броня.
on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon
Микрофон
ship.
работает? Нет,
I'm
стене.
not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Commander! Caden, go! Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
Какой ужас. Куда они все высадились? Что это за планета вообще? Как их спасли? Ведь об этом мало что говорится. Они просто на спасательных капсулах, которые просто пилотировались на планету. Пойти в кабину. Старая Нормандия, как я ее ненавижу. Дурацкий дизайн. Иди сюда. И сейчас вот это мне нравится сцена, она просто офигительно, вот реально. Да, музыка пропадает, все пропадает, и только дыхание. Второй Mass Effect уже очень хорош для изменения по сравнению с первой. Уже точно лучше Андромеды. Некоторые даже считают лучше третий.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
Что, Кощей? Прошли две сверки. Полетели. Неужели ВВР не могла сделать с разрешения роликов для второго Mass Effect побольше? Я понимаю, игра старая, но бы отлично смотрелась на разрешение побольше. И все, закончился кислородец. Все, жнецы победили в галактике. Следующий цикл. Погнали. Mass Effect 2. Знаете, как ужастики после пролога, в котором там кого-то сожрали в первый раз, показали явление чудовища, и вот так вот.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will
Будет
proceed as planned.
восстановлено. Блин, перевод просто шикарен уже. Не считаюсь подписанным на себя, поэтому у меня ничего не... Что типовая внешность не такая же у нее. Давайте сделаю скриншот. Буду делать, изменять под него. И, кстати, была где-то... Ну, вы издеваетесь, что ли? Ну, понимаешь, типовая внешность. Да, и типовая внешность, она то и типовая. Блин, вот вырубить бы всем в мире возможность играть за стандартного Шепарда, блин. Никто скульптурить не хочет. Совсем моб. Обленились. Так. Решение. А можно, пожалуйста, на вот оно? Но я буду изменять. Я не буду делать прям такой вот. Я не буду утверждать... Кощей, я все время переделываю внешность. Себя-то надо. Вот так пусть будет. О, вот как раз в опсе как выглядит. Как выглядит. Кстати говоря, ну, здесь... Вот это наиболее близкое, но у нее глаза упоротые. Ну, я, наверное, вот от этой буду отталкиваться, потому что вот как раз-таки то, что мешало мне в первой части, а вот именно вот это вот видите, у нее прям у глаз вот так начинается, вот это череп неправильный, вот это вот. Вот это вот здесь отсутствует. Если вот это переделать, это будет лучше. Да. Вот такой. Комплектация. Комплекция. Да, господи. Толщина шеи. Она была чуть толще, размер лица. Ширина щек. Скулы. Щек настраивать. Маленькие ушки. Их все равно не видно за формы. Мать моя женщина. Abomination. Наиболее похожее. Вот это какое-то аниме. Ну, если серьезно, то... Ой, блин, у нее глаза также просвечивать будут, как у того Шепарда у меня просвечивали. Можно, пожалуйста, цвет поменять? Смотреть цвета, потому что у меня был ярко-зеленый. Брови. Брови, кстати, вот ровно такие же, но надо просто смотреть, что с цветом. Байстер был ультра топовым. А, ну... Это было в третьей части Коща, это еще пока вторая, но у меня уже во второй, там в некоторых сценах глаза у Шепарда вылазили из зрачков, поэтому... Но здесь нету... Вот еще более-менее похожие глаза. Даже похоже, что они такие и были. Не, давайте вот реально такие. Просто надо как-то пониже, что ли, их сделать. Ширина глаз, от насколько они друг от друга. Все, не буду это, как это сказать, трогать. Сразу давайте волосы. Меня бесит, что цвет другой. У меня, кстати, в другую сторону были волосы. Потому что была вот эта прическа. Но я не считаю, что будет ну, пока вот так вот посмотрю, конечно, но какой же у нее большой лоб. Надо вот челюсть, надо что-то сделать челюстью. В итоге у меня ну, понимаете, вот это вот совсем уже. Получается такая же скула. У нее тоже такой животориол получается. Неправильный. Чё, косметикой все исправим. Почему у Шепарда меняется лицо? Сейчас, Кощей. Знаете, вот нравится. Вот так, наверное. Нос. Нос у нее был пошире. У нее был просто огромный нос. Примерно вот такой, но я сделаю поменьше. Матерь Божья. Знаете, надо немножечко, я думаю, выпуклость бровей чуть-чуть повысить. Значит, совсем какой-то адовый ад. Знаете, мне вот это гораздо... Оно похоже. Вот Кощей, оно похоже и лучше. Вот так давай. Вот серьезно. Потому что у нее точно не угловатое такое. Вот это что-то общее есть. Это хорошо. Выглядит уже не так стрёмно. Выглядит гораздо лучше, я бы сказал. Матерь Божья. Пакет. Матерь Божья. Их-нибудь... Не знаете, косметика здесь противопоказана. Стоп, а как здесь было? Потому что явно не так же. Ну, серьезно. Да... Вот это самое близкое, которое было. Просто тени какие-то странные. Сбоку все равно страшновато. Надо что-то с этим сделать. Средненькое строение лица. Матерь Божья. Знаете, как такое ощущение, что я играю в Обливион. Создаю персонажа в Обливионе. О, да вот так вот. Не, вот так вот вообще просто замечательно. Мне нравится. Правда, все равно немножечко. И может немножечко. Чуть-чуть. Ширина челюсти. Пожалуйста, мне надо. Вот так вот, ширину челюсти подубрать. И... Так вот. Ну это самое лучшее, что возможно, мне кажется, сделать. Так, где у меня на диске валялись Шепарды? А вот. Да, у меня еще прошлый Шепард тут висит. Для второй и третьей части. У меня точно сохранилось? Ну-ка. Угу. Всё. У меня есть блокнотик. Ну, вот смотрите, вот просто до и после. Реально же лучше. Просто реально у нее лицо стало чуть вытянутое, не такое круглое получается. Чуть глаза по-другому. Ну, в целом, все так же круто. Я сделал свою шепу. А, можно не тормозить каждый раз, когда я альтабуюсь? Блин, она реально отдалилась сейчас, и это очень похоже. Но она все так же у меня инженер. После завершения настройки вы не сможете изменить параметры персонажа. Давайте.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Ой, тут же еще шрамы будут в начале.
Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Блин, я не помню, как в этой части надо
It's not working.
с Джек
Another dose. Now.
с Мирандой.
Heart rate dropping.
Надо прочитать, чтобы у обоих была лояльность сохраненная.
Told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Очень похоже. Даже рожи такие же корчат.
Pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry.
Тебе сказать, или это будет советом? Либо отписка. Нет, нет, пожалуйста.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. I'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out!
Firing.
Ah!
А, у нее же просто щит. Так, что у меня есть? У меня есть боевой дрон. Есть перегрузка. Грязный урон щитам и врагам с тентиком. А что делает... Не, вот здесь вообще топово выглядит, я считаю. Вот здесь, при таком освещении. Просто прохождение обеих миссий лояльности. Ну, их в самую последнюю очередь, значит, надо проходить. Не, я помню, что они вроде когда после обоих миссий лояльности, но там их желательно советуется вроде вообще в конце проходить. Привет, Дик. Только освещение лагает малость. Ну, и... Да, вон. Да, вообще, в двойке очень странное освещение.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
Нормально.
Shields have failed.
Nice work,
Нормально. Учитывая, что я вообще не представляю, как играть инженерами, пока нормально. И всякими видеоопциями, улучшайзерами. Уй. Вот что я не люблю, так это, блин, игру ради графона, пилить, перепиливать 20 раз. Единственное, куда я мог бы поставить, наверное, мод на улучшение всего выглядящего. Две игры. Это Dwarf Fortress, во-первых, чтобы не в Аски коде играть. И во-вторых, это, наверное, если бы я нашел такой мод, я уверен, что они существуют, а я видел, что некоторые играют, это на Oblivion, чтобы расы выглядели как в оригинале. Чтобы у темных эльфов там характерное такое впадины в щеках и так далее. О, блин. Я случайно. Я хотел переключить оружие и забыл, что у меня как бы не оружие. Ну ладно. Приближаются роботы. Блин, я не помню, куда тут идти. По-моему, сюда. Времени дофигища. Система взлома здесь. Ну нифига себе, Шепарда воскрешали. Ну, все-таки почитать, я не знаю, книжку, что ли, про Иллюзивмена, потому что, ну, реально, откуда у него столько денег? Целая организация, которая непонятно чем занимается. Ну, тени еще как бы, вон, не очень-то качественные. Но уже все, так скажем, на примерно хорошем уровне. Новой фавориткой? Ой, нет. Спасибо. Она замечательно скрывается, скажу. Блин, ну это лучше, чем даже рожа Шепарда мужика, которую я делал в прошлом прохождении на стрим. Определенно.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Ну, подними его. Блин, здесь же общая перезарядка, я забыл.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Широкий рот. Вот сейчас я понимаю, что немножечко широкий рот.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still
Я
you.
это я знаю, но
You
мне
just might
ради...
have a few extra bits
Я
and
не
pieces
знаю,
now.
ради чего хочется.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up.
Да, как буду как сидеть,
Anyone
как
else make
этот,
it?
господи,
Just about
Мавроди.
everybody
Он же так
survived.
вроде
A few
сидел.
servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking
Ну,
officer.
сбоку
She
все-таки
led the Lazarus team.
вот этот мост
Her
выпирающий,
job
это
to bring you
жесть.
back to life, no matter what.
Ну
Should
тут
have
с
guessed she'd
лбом
try to
ничего не
save you.
поделаешь, здесь с лбом
She's not about
конкретно
to give
надо
up
было
on you now.
делать.
You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Уи.
Incoming! Damn it, Wilson. This room is full of mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Out control.
I'm hit!
Бегем, бегем. Так мне надо смотреть вот этот лук сервера. Даже забавно, зная, где цитадель.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Паноцилин. Тара-тара-та-тара-тара-та-тара-та, паноцилин. Паноцилин.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
Да, конечно.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
You can overload the canisters to clear a path for the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Ты меня соврал.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's
Это
more
как
to it.
говорила
The
первая
Alliance
часть.
declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
В этом освещении вообще
Once we're off the
душка.
station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah.
Они
That's not his
перевели
real name,
Иллюзив
of
Мэн
course.
как призрак.
Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name.
Не знаю,
the
правильно
Alliance
ли
used for
это.
him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Так, не то. А чё это отступник? Три белых. Фиолетовеньких 3 строчки. Более-менее верно. Это насчет чего, Кащи? Я что-то уже того немного. Блин, надо все-таки настроить. Знаете что? Нормально, да? Чувствительность камеры. Конечно, все понимаю. Ну, да, это... Блин, я не хочу дальше просто убегать, пока все не осмотрю. Ну, так чувствую, что лучше оттуда. Нет, знаете, вот точно. Устройство ввода. Почему так по-простецки? Не, он с фалангой бегает. Це... Да, все-таки из укрытия лучше. Да ёлы-то пало. А можно, пожалуйста, мне все-таки выдать? Спасибо. Игра, пожалуйста. Здесь рандом, конечно, это просто чудо. Можешь ломать замок сразу, сломать его. Можешь полчаса ломать его. Там внизу ничего нет. Сейчас его Миранда сразу, по-моему, пристрелит.
Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to
А,
you.
ну все, это
You
конец
mean the
миссии, да.
elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Ну, замечательно.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Ох! Блин. Надо было прокачаться, там 2 очка было. Какие качественные текстуры.
We need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day.
Ой, что это у меня?
Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Все в Цербере,
Shepard,
все в
think back
Цербере.
to
В
the
третьей
Citadel,
части
after the Alliance
Пакт
saved the
Цербер
Destiny
будет.
Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
Humanity was offered a spot on the
Всегда
council.
даю
I
Андерсон.
recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Черт
Yes,
победи, ну.
Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Не, ну после первой части двойка наверняка игралась просто. А, это же шедевр. Не, ну серьезно.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for
Не
you in the other
заставляйте
room.
ждать, бла-бла-бла, броня, внешний вид. Блин, вот это мне так нравится, но она... Рабочую. Броня красных драконов. Шепард, поправляйся. Максимальной скорости на 10%. Усиление щитов на 15, увеличение резервных боеприпасов и оружия на 10. Раса Кестрель сразу есть. Нагрудник. Мини-урон. Урон от оружия. И здоровье повышает. Стрелка, щит. Щит. Папашка. Стрелка, щит. Щит. Не, ну знаете, больше всего я, наверное, вот это бы хотел бы. А здесь можно, мол, чтобы в этом снимался экран? Конечно, включить высококачественное размытие. Я даже догадываюсь, что это, я сам это отрубил. Надеюсь, она будет снимать шлем. Урон. Продолжительность оглушения. Боевой дрон. Длительность больше. Пал между атаками. Увеличение прочности. Время восстановления героя. Стоимость исследования. Где надо бы дрона качать? Боевой дрон. Ломы и заморозка. Именно против брони. А это... Все надо прокачивать. Вот прям все. Врагов синтетика врагов. Целей. Ну, воспламенение просто тоже как бы побыстрее хочется. Ну, давайте, короче, я не знаю даже. Вот так пока. Потому что надо взять воспламенение как можно раньше. Потому что оно реально хорошо против брони заходит.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory still intact.
Reapers.
How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Выбираем
Cut to the chase.
верхние реплики,
What are the
получаем
Reapers
пока
doing that made
героя,
you
да.
decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Ну это отлично. Человеческой колонии уже не осталось.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress.
Модель
the
иллюзий
latest
Мэна
colony
хорошо
we've abducted.
сделана. Очень
Miranda and
хорошо.
Jacob
Даже
will
лучше,
brief
чем в третьей части.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first,
Да.
go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Пойдем с Кайденом встретимся. Вот это лучше совершенствовать техники, позже делать. Урон, а это... Угу. Пока вот так. Угу. Или... Это единовременно, я вот не помню. Или молния и так больше будет даваться. Или от того, что это уже есть. Просто по механике Кощей скажи, потому что, блин, старые игры могут страдать этим, что это вот конкретно к тому, что есть сейчас. А, кстати, надо посмотреть, что ты там мне присылал. Я не посмотрел. Серия планет загорает заживо. Надеюсь, я отключусь раньше, чем умру. Нормально. Руководить производством, что вернуть к Шепард к жизни. Группа список с вашим заданием. Вот это я не очень понимаю. Начинать сначала. Как работает навык совершенства в технике? Он добавляет прямо к текущему положению дел героя-отступника или к будущим тоже? То, что я бы сейчас взял. Просто я говорю, старые игры страдают тем, что некоторые навыки надо брать позже. В целом увеличивает. И то есть при... То, что поступает... Проблем выкачиваем. Тогда нормально. Спасибо. Я просто не помню, как это работает. Просто тоже такое. Могу перегрузку взять еще одну. Даже перегрева. Там бы уже перегрев был. Ну ладно, не суть. Джейкоб.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
Поддержим
5 years in
разговор.
total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Да, мэм. Шепард, это человек Луиса, мы должны помочь ему, если мы хорошо его помним. Ну, такой себе юморок. А это... Лифты. Да ну, блин, реально. Они же не были ужасны, они были прикольные. Правда, тормозили геймплей, но они были прикольные, не надо.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was
У нее
afraid it
тоже
might
лицо
affect your
хорошо
personality, alter your character
текстурировано.
somehow. He
Миранда.
wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Здесь вот нету опции снимать шлем в разговорах, поэтому будем играть небольшим челленджем, без шлема. Получит от переноса 1000 единиц опыта, уровень 2. 20 тысяч кредита, по 2500 этого, 190 очков героя, 10 очков отступника. Эти приз 100 тысяч кредитов. Фантомет, кредиты. Черт. Ну 100 тысяч с первой части, это хорошо. Это хорошо.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Ну, блин, вот тоже ставить цель... На цель следовать плану. Попадутся выжившие, будем попадутся какие-то записи, будем искать записи. Блин, здесь вот немного не про... О, господи. Вы видели это? Дополнительное оружие. Сюрикен. Похоже, я буду проходить эту часть тоже с мотыгой.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Мы здесь и Кайдена, по-моему, найдем, и... Господи, как ее зовут? Тали.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Блин, там что-то было. Не, ну я понимаю, что туда советуется, но... Блин, ну ладно. У меня такое ощущение, что здесь что-то было. Я что-то упускаю. Пистолет какой-то лежащий или еще что-то. Ну ладно. Дверь.
Strange.
hurt.
Дрон их отвлекает, это хорошо. Так, парочку секунд. Вот это вообще... Да. Что-то неправильно как-то. А ты чё живой?
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Талечка нас убить пытается. Блин, был бы взлом здесь, как в Warframe.
On our right. Here goes. Yeah. Get over here.
Блин, дамажат они, конечно, будь здоров. Что-то даже как-то обидно.
Stop right there.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tali. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea
Наталья
of
же
having a
тоже во
small
второй
settlement.
части
He was always nervous in crowds.
с нами может бегать. Да,
Combine
по-моему.
that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack
А, это
anything that
Витер
moved.
программировался.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle
Блин,
around the
VR
far
с
side
первой
and draw
части
off
за
some
2
of the drones
года
to clear you a path.
погрубело, можно сказать. Тали с первой части тоже погрубее как-то. Теперь они такие обе. Ой, мы такие недотроги. Ой, вот мне вот интересно сделать бы исследование. Ой, а мне бы было бы интересно закончить свое паломничество. Шепард, помоги. О, вот мне надо сделать что-то выдающееся в своей жизни. Помоги. Раз во всех 3 частях напарник. Ну. Сильно изменились за лето. За 2 года.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Найти Виктора.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning.
Отлично. Стоп. Там разве ничего не было в той комнате? Они просто здесь сидели и смотрели на карту? Или что они смотрели?
They've seen us.
Ну так не заметишь и... Всё, и пока. Ай, да. Хорошо сделали все в третьей части. До конца.
Through my shield.
Ну, играется ощутимо сложнее, в отличие от первой части.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Ну, главное ничего не пропускать.
We've been spotted.
Отлично. Что так, знаете, как-то... Хватит.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Шепард, учитесь. Что если не хочу учиться? Что если все уже знаю?
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
А, ну да.
Taking cover!
Got it!
Ради одного коварианца убили два коварианца.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
Даже не два, а четверых уже.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Ну, это настолько замечательно.
Defense systems active.
Take out that shield.
У меня как в Warframe желание поднять. Тихо. Боеприпасы к тяжелому оружию, которыми я не воспользовался. Кощей, вот ну серьезно, просто позже я посмотрю. Я замечаю. Просто каждый раз альтабаться не камильфо. Не, ну просто это. Я просто так говорю, боеприпасы. Чечные риги. Одна Шепард замочила буквально этого робота, 4 акварианца не смогли.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Займется она ранеными. Офигеть, блин. На одного.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms.
А, да, с Кайденом попозже
No
же.
monsters.
Да,
No swarms.
следующая
No,
сюжетная
no.
миссия.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide.
Левой кнопкой мыши. Правой же горела.
Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
Ой, мне же надо будет третью часть играть в
The
это.
collectors have advanced technology.
Сетевуху.
They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Миранда вот вначале вообще к тебе не располагает, но потом, когда она больше раскрывается как персонаж, она более человечная выглядит. Вот она хороший персонаж для произведения, который вначале ты считаешь его каким-то другим.
The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll
За
get
кем мы
dossiers on the
пойдем
best of them.
первым?
Finding them and convincing them to work
Угадайте, за
with you
кем?
could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. Two things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just
Блин, где-то такое уже было.
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust
Эпичная
anyone that makes more than I
заставочка.
do.
Нормандия
But they aren't all
СР2.
bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Какая музыка еще, господи. Там сколько было времени между первой и второй частью? Вот реально мне интересно. Ну, вторая Нормандия же, по-моему, была больше первой. В порядке, по-моему.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Нормандия. Норманди. Я не помню, как корабль назывался в Андромеде. Помню, что вроде машинка кочевника называлась, а корабль не помню, хоть убейте. Прям, знаете, как будто игра уже заканчивается, музыка такая эпичная. Необходим ученый. 20 тысяч кредитов. Кредит. Отчет. При стрельбе оружие нагревается, выбрасываемый термозаряды охлаждает оружие, не давая ему выйти из строя. Если недостаточно зарядов, вы не сможете вести огонь. Не, ну все-таки вот это... Тоже в Андромеде, вот Андромеда говно. В Андромеде все-таки хоть и не очень хорошо сбалансировали, но вернули такую штуку, что можно хоть с термозарядами, можно хоть перегревом играть. Насколько я помню. Хорошо, тут, блин, тут все-таки так переиначили неожиданно.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship.
Не, реально
Tomorrow's
очень
talents will
хорошо
not go to waste.
получилось.
During
Шепард.
combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that,
Менее
I do not interface with the
заметные
ship's systems.
все
I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing
все
more.
неестественности, и все равно она повернулась немножечко страшно.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Карта галактики. Знаете, вот это выглядит как... Знаете что? В GTA San Andreas играешь, и вот это ваш дом, вы здесь можете сохраняться, это ваш гараж, здесь вы можете, мол, сохранять машины, и здесь вы можете, я не знаю, там, это дом свита, вы можете получить здесь задания. С помощью вот этого вы можете там зарабатывать это. Возле дома теперь будет там появляться пистолет и так далее и тому подобное.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Господи. Советник Андерсон. Если дошедшие до меня слухи верны, и тебе действительно удалось уцелеть, навести меня от цитадели. Есть разговор. За последние 2 года многое изменилось. Благодаря тебе я в совете, мне кажется, было бы честно выслушать тебя лично. Заид Массани, бла-бла-бла. Задание, место крушения Нормандии. Броню прокручиваю. Властелин. Круговой излучатель, стрельческая сумигот, тяжелая винтовка Мотыга. Плазменный дробовик Геттов. Крупнокалиберный пистолет Фаланга, броня Кестра. Ой, блин, из этой фигни не выйти.
This pauses the action, giving you time to evaluate the battlefield, target new enemies, or select a power.
Я забыл, что это.
While an enemy is targeted, highlight a power with the mouse, and then press the left mouse button. You can order each squad member to use a power, allowing you to fire
Ты
up
можешь
to 3
использовать
powers
до
at once.
определенного момента. Господи,
The
как
powers
что
will
началось?
activate when you release left shift and return to real time.
На корабле же первый раз. Это лифт. Техническая лаборатория, сектор Чемберс. Так, ладно. Давайте сделаем небольшой перерывчик. Сейчас я посмотрю заодно. Надо быстрее все навыки открыть, чтобы было что да как делать. Вот. Витара Витода. Это, блин, господи. Не очень. Что-то как... Тест. Ой, тоже. Что-то, блин, комиксы какие-то. Не знаю, не понимаю я этот юмор. Здоровье лучше. Ну тут... Воспламенение точно надо. Сейчас так. Короче, люди, небольшой перерывчик, буквально пару минуток. Потом продолжим. И я тут, что-то у меня решается, что лучше я постримлю Mass Effect полностью, не буду отвлекаться, прерываться на Red Strings Club попозже. Ну, так получилось. Так, я вернулся с перерывом, но мне придется выключить вебку, потому что я буду пить чай. Это практически никогда не читал. Зал совещаний, Сузи. Давайте поболтаем. Командой.
There hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything. Commander.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing.
Вот прям как день рождения.
I'm proud of it.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
А статов-то нету. Где статы? Нижник.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
Ну все, я все печеньки съел, можно и включить обратно вебку. Быстро, да? Ужас какой, не отвечает вообще, обалдеть. Долго.
2 years and everything hits the crapper. That'll teach you to die on me.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic
Между
operator
прочим, у
cannot
Шепард
react quickly
уже
enough to
частично
changing
шрамы пропали.
circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Засекречено,
So
да?
how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Ну и
That's all
все.
for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Идем к лифту. А, не, ну, с Чемберс в последнюю очередь поговорим. Она смотрит в ту сторону все время. Каюта капитана. Хочу каюту капитана сходить. Четная медаль. Это сугубо для этого сейва, я так понимаю. Я уже смотрел. Для брони. Мне не удается мотать головой в такт, поэтому просто... Блин, вот реально, вот в Warframe оператор есть. Почему нельзя сделать такую вот каюту? Как раз таки размеры здесь даже чуть меньше, чем в той комнате. Почему так нельзя было сделать вот так вот?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
Члены команды никого. Да все равно можно
Shepard,
заходить.
the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Ну почему бы и нет?
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Нормальные лица. Да ж в Андромеде генератором-то замутили. Ужас лютый. Ой, Чаквас.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am.
Чаквас
The kind of
топовая.
trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in.
Как она это
Life
клево
planetside is just
описывает.
too static, too boring.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you.
Вот это хорошо сказано
On a
тоже.
mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Он так разворачивается. Командор. Но здесь же что-то... Или в третьей части что-то здесь типа.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the
Он
hero
попросит
of the
какую-то
Citadel.
еду
You did
принести.
humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough,
Ну, то, что
but losing
добавил
everything
нулевой
to
элемент, это
Batarian
заметно.
raiders can change your
Судя
outlook.
по
I needed to make a
прическе.
difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel. And I catch what falls through the cracks.
Блин, я не помню с ним этот разговор.
Through the cracks.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Миранда, у Миранды здесь... У нее жутковатая комната, не находите? То есть у нее диван, короче, да? Кресло, большущая двухместная кровать, еще один диван, столик, еще одно кресло, второе кресло и рабочий стол.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Выглядит как будто не могли понять, что ей поставить в комнату.
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. It's the reason... and it's why I was assigned to you.
Thanks for the information,
Of course,
Miranda.
Commander. Whatever you need.
Вот поговорили с Мирандой. Обыкновенное утро в Нормандии. Ну Чемберс еще остался.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I
Блин,
have a
я ее
degree
ни
in
разу не
psychology.
спасал.
I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I
Я
look
ни
for
разу не
warning
спасал
signs.
ее в
I
третьей
listen.
части. Я не помню.
It's not a full-time
Я
job, and
говорил
it's most
спасаться.
effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love
Она
humanity. I
ошибается.
also love
Как она
Asari, Quarian,
ошибается?
Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known
Вообще
to
жарища
humanity.
такая.
How do I feel?
Окно открыто на
Honored,
всю
exhilarated,
катушку.
terrified.
Мне жарко.
But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be.
Вот не надо
Thank you,
верхнюю
Shepard.
выбирать.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay.
Потому
Maybe
что
we'll talk later.
пойдет-поедет.
Launching probe. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe launched.
Я
In research
задолбался с
projects,
коврика
platinum is used to
чистить
upgrade
уже
sniper rifles, shotguns,
всякую
and medical
пылюгу.
equipment. Probe launched. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe launched.
Лучше сразу параллельно все это делать, чтобы потом не попасть в просак. Ёла ты пала, как меня это задолбало. Чё, я вроде прибил.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe
Вот
away.
еще ведь нулевой элемент нужно будет находить. Ну, запасы скудные, уже можно не искать
Probe
ничего.
away.
Зараза, так жарко. Блин, я же опускал, ну откуда здесь пылюга? пылюга, не знаю, что это. Крошка хлебная. Как это бесючее-то? Платина, здесь очень много платины. Скудная теперь запасы. Ну и пойдем купим зомбов. Давайте стыковка. Давайте, короче, я выключу вебку. Извиняюсь, и мы не посмотрим доставочку. Просто сижу без футболки. Ну, кого мне? Миранда, да Джейкоб. Некого больше. Так, тебя. У нее я хочу деформацию. У тебя зажигалка. Хорошая штука. Мистическое время справляется плохо. Хищник фаланга. Против брони слабо пробивает щиты, биотические барьеры. Не особо мне надо тогда менять это дело.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please.
I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement?
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Назорю.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
И вот топовый раз. Раздражение. Если бы она вас ждала, вы были бы уже внутри. Afterlife. Просто еще Mass Effect 2 показывает такую, так сказать, реально уже неофициальную часть. Да.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega?
I am Omega. И Кощей, ты что-то присылал раньше.
I am Omega.
По поводу I am Omega. Я
But you
не
need
помню
more.
точно что.
Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule.
Don't fuck.
Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off.
Ну, похоже, я сегодня успею Мордена и надеюсь, успею.
I'm sure they'll sign you up. What can you tell me about Archangel? Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems.
Надеюсь, успею и Гарреса вытащить, и Мордена. Ну, Морден довольно-таки долго.
He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me. Which merc groups are after Archangel? Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel. Do you hate Archangel? I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other. I appreciate the help. See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him. I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him? The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you. What can you tell me about him? Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Awesome.
He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course. One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am. Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you. Tell me how you got set up here. That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Как мне в последнее время не хватало таких
Short answer? Mind your own damn business. So you must know what's what on Omega. Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just
Я,
don't
наверное,
waste my time.
Гаруса пойду спасать и закончу.
Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
Вообще, мне надо будет поменяться. Надо обратно на корабль сбегать. Я хочу перекрасить броню немного.
No messages for you, Commander.
Шепард. Нет, даже не так. Узи, шкафчик для оружия, Джейкоб. Тут же еще должно быть. Блин, ничего, броню только своим личным этом, что ли, менять можно? С дуба рухнули.
No messages for you, Commander.
Ну, давайте. Раз так, то... нищета. Учение здоровья. Давайте не будем. Давайте N7 походим. Пофигу, я и так затащу. Это слишком незначительный бонус. Серьезно, единственное, что меня может остановить, это в третьей части некоторые места. В двойке все довольно-таки просто. Вот последнего босса все время забываю, как валить вообще. Как он валится.
Runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
А все равно сзади синие огоньки. Их вообще как-нибудь менять можно? Нормально. Ля-ля-ля. Люди турунку, люди не то, люди сё.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Почему мне эта раса бородача напоминает?
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Это вообще слабенько. Гламурный журнал. Это попозже чуть-чуть куплю. Амс. Харвелтон. Здесь же еще были всякие. Шиск. Это мясо.
Tell Captain Gavorn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavorn we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
I'll just be going.
I not kill anyone today. Tell him.
Куда вообще? Загробная жизнь. Вниз. Ну просто усиление снайперской винтовки очень дорого. 50 тысяч. Я может что-нибудь такое. Рианец поговорит с Джейкобом. Каким? Где ты батарианца увидел? А вон, мол, сидит.
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Сразу со всеми скидки договариваемся.
Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
40 опыта. Ну, приятно же сделать. Боеприпас к тяжелому оружию, кибернетическое здоровье, улучшение оружия. Дробовики. Все требует просто гигантского количества кредитов. Да, пожалуй, так и пойдем. Ну, сегодня Гарус освободим и это, наверное, все. Смотри, как быстро мы его освободим. Если сразу можно будет в Ордену пойти, то... Мне просто помнится, что еще был какой-то... Вот, Гаворн.
Captain Gavorn, head of the Vorcha task force. Got something to report?
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started...
What's your job here exactly?
Keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Aria's sight. That's about it.
Ну, вроде какое-то задание давал.
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
You've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Безразличен плану.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way. Wow, not even a smile. So you're here to fight then?
You could say that.
Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. and men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
He had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Действительно. Да пришлось его убивать.
Come on, let me in.
Got something to report?
I'll just be going.
Keep moving.
Я хотел спринтануть, а не поговорить с тобой.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Информация. Наш досье вождь доктора Кир. Вместо доктора Кира будет другой. Здесь Архангел. Здесь Мортен Солус. Здесь Джек, фамилия неизвестна. И Касуми.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground. But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
You guys have a plan?
A small team is waiting to infiltrate his hideout, but we need to draw Archangel's fire so they can move in.
And that's where we come in.
Exactly. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
What do you know about Archangel?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. I just do logistics. Tarek and the other merc bosses have been dealing with him for a while now. But don't be surprised if they're not thrilled about talking to a freelancer.
Where's the infiltration team now?
On the far side of the bridge near his hideout, but they can't get any closer without being seen.
How'd they get that close without being seen?
More distractions. Tarek used a gunship to keep Archangel busy. We were able to sneak a few men into his hideout before he took it down, but they're stuck there. We need to keep Archangel focused on the bridge, so he doesn't find them and wipe them out.
So the bridge is the only way to his hideout?
Exactly. Archangel collapsed all the underground passageways and sealed the doors to the lower levels. We've got teams digging, but it's taking too long. If they can get the gunship flying again, that'll help. But I'm hoping the infiltration team will finish the job and we can all go home.
They were using a gunship to take out one guy?
Yeah, and Archangel shut it down. He didn't destroy it, but he knew just where to hit it to disable it. It wasn't even a fair fight. At least not for us.
I better go find Sergeant Kafka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
Да, уже Гарус. Бог войны.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Поговорите с сержантом Капкой.
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the Mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
Да, обязательно. Ты обязательно попадешь по Архангелу. Какого расстояния, такой очереди.
As the first wave goes in, the infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise. I don't expect much. Do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself? I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
So the infiltration team is the main focus of the attack.
Tarek's plan, not mine. He doesn't want to lose any more men, so he's throwing you freelancers at the problem. Archangel's not going anywhere, so I suppose there's no harm in trying. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
So you're just gonna hide here while the freelancers get killed?
Precisely. You're paid to be a distraction, nothing more. Whether you survive or not is up to you.
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around, you'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
Why are Eclipse on Omega in the first place?
Since you care so much, Eclipse controls almost 20% of Omega. Our transports and mechs keep the EZO moving.
Sounds very organized.
Eclipse runs like a well-oiled machine, but Omega is anything but organized. It's a constant battle for control. Then Archangel comes along and complicates things even more.
Why does Archangel give you so much trouble?
Ask him. I'm just here to make as much money as I can. We didn't come to Omega to be constrained by laws and regulations. He'll regret ever coming to Omega, I promise you.
Seems like this is personal for you.
He raided one of my transports last month, killed 2 of my best operatives. One of them was my brother, so yes, it's pretty damn personal.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
Good idea. Всякие ворка.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
Why are the Blood Pack on Omega?
We're the muscle on this bloody station. You need protection or want someone removed, talk to us. The Blood Pack are everywhere on Omega. Everybody loves us, and everybody hates us.
I'm guessing Archangel mostly just hates you.
He's just an uptight asshole. I don't really care what he thinks. But he's costing me men, and making me work for my money. I'll be the one to take him out today. You watch. I'm the only one who's fought him one-on-one.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at
Наконец-то
than
кто-то
you.
сказал, что он хотя бы
And he's
турианец.
brave, till he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once. Waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life. But I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him. But the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
About time. What?
When did the Blood Pack
Dan
attack?
Tarek wants us to... But he says the Sons have a plan. We're supposed to wait until the eclipse and
I should get going.
time.
Вот сейчас будет важный момент, но я, наверное, не буду им пользоваться. А ничего то, что уже такие загадки были. Мне объясняют, как их разгадывать только сейчас. Груз оружия 7. Вон пистолет, пулемет, отлично. Контрабанда, элементы питания. Медицинская станция. По 100 кредитов. Замечательно. Молодец, Гарус, давай. Но я не буду ломать самолет.
Sergeant Kafka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Salky?
You met him when you were dropped off. He radioed to say you were coming. You three kind of stand out from most of the other freelancers. Anyway, the infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you gonna give us cover with the gunship?
Huh. Tarek is the only one who flies her. Besides, she's not quite ready. That bastard Archangel gave her a beating last time she was out there. A few more tweaks, she'll be as good as new.
Why are you coordinating the attack and fixing gunships?
I'm in the infiltration group. Our team coordinates with the gunship. I'm staying back to organize the freelancers and make sure the gunship's ready to go if we need her.
Не пойму, начался дождь или не начался?
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of... Check. Bravo team, go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
Нет, не буду.
That Omni tool.
Doesn't look like Archangel's got much time.
Well, let's not wait around too long.
Блин, заглянул в другую сторону.
Come on, give these guys a surprise of our own.
Spotted them. I'm going in. She's is with Archangel.
He goes.
They're through enough.
This should come in handy.
Урон инструментрона, нормально. То, что нам нужно. Здесь все равно сюда не доберусь. Я думаю. И вот здесь, конечно, жопа уже на третьей-то сложности бывает. Ну ладно.
Archangel.
Да, против снайпера надо так выглядывать, конечно.
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus, what are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target practice.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
You nailed me good a couple times, by the way.
Concussive rounds only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking your sweet time. I needed to get you moving.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
So we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
How'd you let yourself get into this position?
My feelings got in the way of my better judgment. It's a long story. I'll make you a deal. You get me out of here alive, and I'll tell you the whole damn thing.
If we fight as a team, we'll hold them off.
You're right. Their numbers won't help them in here anyway. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
That looks like a lot more than scouts.
Indeed. We better get ready.
Блин,
I'll stay
надо
up here.
иногда
I can
все-таки
do a lot of
набирать.
damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard. Let's give these bastards everything.
Here we go.
Taking heavy fire!
We've got light mechs in the base.
Да гори, гори. Винтовка-защитник.
Eclipse mercs, rear stairs.
Блин.
You're done!
Ну, пока не дурно. Надо все-таки целить в голову. Это было бы не дурно.
Want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel.
Ой.
Go.
Ой.
Online. Sending out the heavy mechs.
They've seen us.
Это я сэкономлю, пожалуй.
No shit.
Heavy mechs are in the base.
Not that one!
Overload deployed.
Да, а Том-то откуда появился? ВТФ. Что вообще, пардон? Не, серьезно, откуда там появился вражина-то? Блин.
Eclipse mercs have made it into the base.
Watch for fire! Come on over!
Так, это что-то новое. Мне раньше меня так из-за укрытия не... Пока.
Looks like that's all of them. Come find me before they regroup.
Да уж. Неважно, как это получается, но... Кстати, еще что-то было. Тумбочка вон. 2000 кредитов.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We've still got blood pack and blue suns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Oh,
Jacob,
Jacob
stay with
останется.
Garrett. Keep him alive.
If you say so. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
How do I get to the basement?
Go down a level. The basement door is on the west side of the main room behind the stairs.
И мне
Radio
показывают
directions
еще
if you need help. But
камеры.
you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
Я особо непонятлив. А у Гаруса восстанавливается ХП. Шкафчик для оружия.
Get to the console and close that shutter before they can get through.
Commencing shutdown.
My shields are down.
Shutter secured.
There's 2 more shutters. Get them closed fast.
Блин, они реально на 4-й сложности. У них, по-моему,
Find the large shutters and seal them.
займитесь там дроном, пожалуйста. Блин, дрон надо поразвивать. Дрон клевый.
There's a console near the shutters. Here they come. There's not too many yet.
Какая здесь классная... Ну, это изи. Не, ну, сложнее играется. Вот уверен, что на третьей сложности мне бы инженеры нравились так же, как и в первой части. Я бы считал их наравне с этими, но здесь реально баланс такой же во второй части. Я прям чувствую, что инструментарий хороший, но дело в сложности, а не в том, что класс какой-то там. Блин, надо бы уже возвращаться. В смысле? То есть им даже консоли не обязательно подходить, нормально? Все, пусть идут в пень.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
On it.
Incoming!
Charging! Incoming.
Taking heavy fire! He goes.
Мне бы тоже не помешала помощь.
spotted! Enemy charging! Target charging! Affirmative.
Вот, все, дефрагментация. Вот сейчас будет самая трудноватая часть.
Tough bastards, but I've seen worse. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head on.
Heads up!
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
Куда?
They're offloading troops. Watch your back, Shepard.
Heading to cover!
Ёлы-ты палы.
Got a line.
Ну давай уже. Ну как хочется быстрее раслиться. В смысле? Блин. Ничего, мне инженер нравится. Вот эта тыкалка с дроном просто великолепно. Да умри ты уже. Замечательно.
Enemies in front!
Sure thing.
босс-файт. Бум. Don't fuck with FemShep. Второе правило Омеги.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
We better hurry. He looks bad.
Только защитник, пистолет пулемет, техническое умение, кредит, закрыть отчет. Как-то немного всего. И люди, короче, сейчас я все закончу. Потому что устал. Реально, Warframe где-то с часик я играл, полтора. Потом еще Mass Effect.
We've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is
Вот
it?
это сейчас Шепард была просто на 20.
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. I've heard bad things about Cerberus these past few years.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Ну, люди, короче, я думаю, на этом вот как раз таки все. Потому что, ну, реально очень, как это сказать, долго еще можно. О, заморозочку. Потом боевого дрона буду раскачивать, потому что реально очень крутая вещь. Женные боевые. Вот здесь я не знаю, что лучше брать, потому что взрывающийся дрон это тоже здорово звучит. Потому что на него отвлекаются, его практически сразу выцеливают. И это очень здорово, если он будет взрываться. С другой стороны, тот, который будет наносить урон всему, то наносит урон всему. В зависимости от того, сколько все будет наносить и так далее. Вот, все, я сохранился. Всем спокойной ночи. Пока. Завтра, я не знаю, будет ли стрим или не будет. Увидимся на днях, я надеюсь.